Having the right AI note-taking and transcription tool will allow you to turn every conversation, meeting, or brainstorming sesh into fuel for your business or brand. No more busy work, no missed details, just pure productivity. Today, we're going to go into a little deep dive on how I use these transcription tools, and I use them often. I'm going to show you how you can use them to create content, how you can use them to be more productive, and how you can actually be creative with these transcription tools. Today, we're going to be using Notta AI, an AI note taker that helps you automatically convert your meetings, interviews, and recordings into searchable text. It also helps you transcribe, edit, and summarize, collaborate with your teams. It's packed with powerful tools. Just know that if you guys want to try out this tool, you can find it down in the description of this video, also in the pinned comments. There's a free trial. I also want to thank Notta for sponsoring this video. The first thing we're going to want to do is head over to Notta.ai. Once you're here on this homepage, you're going to come over here to Start for Free at the top right. Click on that, and you'll be able to create a free account using your Google, Microsoft, Apple, SSO, or any other email. Now, it's quick and easy. They're going to send you a verification code to that email or a login code, and you can use that code to get into the tool. If you do want to upgrade your account, just know that there is a 10% discount code you'll be able to find as well down below the pinned comment and also in the description. Once you log into Notta, this is the home screen that you're going to get. And here at the top, you've got some buttons to start using right away. So you've got instant record, upload and transcribe, record an online meeting, and record your screen. Below this, we've got our records. So if we want to start filtering through the records, you can just do recent, starred, or shared with me. To the left, you can also find all your records here. And then below that, you've got upcoming events. Let's click on upcoming events. Lots of people sleep on transcription tools because they think it's just something that converts audio to text, but there's so much more you can do with these tools. And this is one example. So you can record your calendar meetings by connecting your Google Calendar or connecting your Microsoft Outlook. And there's many more apps that you can integrate into Notta. So if we come down here to the bottom left and you click on integration and apps, you're going to see that here you have a list of different apps that you can connect to Notta. Now down here, I want to show you this Zapier, right? So you can connect Notta to Zapier and start building automations. Zapier is a platform that allows you to build automations. You can connect AI models to those automations and you can connect Notta to that. So let's think of an automation you can build. Let's say you have a brainstorm session that you have with a friend every Friday, and it could be maybe for school or for work, and you want to do that over, a Google Meetup, and then record that session and pull the highlights from that session or the ideas you guys got from that session. You can have an automation that automatically pulls that, transcribes it, and pushes it out in an email to anyone that attended that meeting, right? So there's a bunch of different things you can do. You can connect it to your Notion, start saving like your ideas that you're transcribing in real time into your Notion automatically, to your Google Docs, to your Microsoft OneNote, to your ClickUp, to your Slack, to your Google Drive. And this is what people are sleeping on. One, that there's a lot of creative ways to use just the transcription features, but then you can also build out automations that you can use for your brand or your business, or you can package those automations and sell them. So now let's head back to the home screen. So close this out and come over here to this home icon, click on that, and that's going to take us back to our main home screen. And here at the top, we've got our 4 options again. So let's break them down and look at each of them a little bit more. So let's start with record your screen, which I think a lot of people need a tool to record their screen. The beauty of this is you're going to be able to pair up the live transcriptions with the recording of the screen, right? So you can select your video settings here. You got your screen only, your camera only, your screen and camera. Below that, you've got your recording settings. So you can set your microphone or your camera. You got your transcription settings as well. So you can set the language. You can distinguish the speakers. So I think this is right away something that is going to benefit a lot of you because maybe you want to film, a SOP video or a how-to video or a tutorial for YouTube. You can use Notta for that. Let's come over here to record an online meeting. Let's check this out. So here you have the option to do a monolingual transcription or a bilingual transcription, which I think is awesome because a lot of us work with people around the world. Then below that, you've got the transcription language setting because it's monolingual. And below that, the meeting invite link. So you just paste the invite link in here. You got some advanced options down here. So let's check this out. It says your bot name. So I guess you can set up a Notta bot, which is super cool, show recording notification poster. So I guess there's like a preview to let people know that you will be using Notta to record the call. And then the real-time translation option here, you can turn it on and off, record videos for online meetings. I guess you can set this on and off as well. So you'd have to experiment a little bit more with this, but today I want to show you guys one of these tools here that I think is going to be helpful for a beginner and a pro, something that everybody can use. So before we jump to that one, I'm going to show you the instant record. Instant record is great because you can start just transcribing any idea or concept or anything you're working on into text that you can later plug into something else or work with, right? So we talked about the automations and the integrations. Just keep that in mind always when looking at these. So you can do real-time translation, which is awesome. So I could start speaking, in English and have it translate into Japanese and then send that over to somebody that I'm working with in Japan, maybe explaining them a process or something that they need to do for work, right, or for the project that we're working on. And I'm not working with anybody in Japan currently, but hey, if you're in Japan and you want to work together, just let me know. But let's close this out. And now we're going to start cooking. And we're going to look at the upload and transcribe feature, which this is something I use every single day. Like I will take content that I find that performs really well online and I'll study it and I'll analyze it and I'll try to figure out what are the hooks they're using, what is the tone that's working. And transcription tools are really good for that because you can basically take any video. Let's say you can download a video off of Instagram. You can put it on your PC and then drop it in here and get that transcription. And if you want, like let's say you don't know how to get videos downloaded, you can just go to YouTube and grab a URL and start working with the URL. So let's head over to YouTube. I'm going to grab a link and show you guys how easy it is to do this and why you would want to do this. So I've got this link ready here. This is for a Gary Vee video that dropped 2 days ago, and it's about AI and social media, a playbook for 2025. So it's exactly the kind of content I would probably want to make for my Instagram or for YouTube. So I think Gary's going to be dropping some wisdom in here. Shout out to Gary Vee. If you see this, I'd love to work with you. But let's grab the link. So come down here to the share button, just copy this link, and let's go back to the Notta dashboard and let's paste this here for the upload, right? And let's go next and see if it reads that. Let's do upload and transcribe, but let's look at this here. So it says configuration, select transcript language. Well, this is going to be in English, but let's say right away I'm going to show you a use case. You just wanted to take that video, clip it up, and translate it into another language, right? Maybe just the captions. Maybe you just want to have some subtitles and keep Gary's voice, which I think people appreciate. Like I love watching foreign films in the language that they're supposed to be in with the captions in the language that I can read. But yeah, you could do that, but let's just upload and transcribe and I'll show you guys how to start working with this kind of stuff. So after 2 to 3 minutes, it's already processed the whole video. It's an hour and 4 minutes long. You can see it here in our records. So let's jump over to the record and check it out. So here we are, we've got our transcript here on the left. You can see the video that we used, and below this is the 1 hour transcript, right? And it's broken into timestamps and speakers. Right now it hasn't identified the speakers because we didn't set that up, but it's fine. Really what we want is the valuable information that Gary is sharing in this video. What we want to do with that is turn that into content or turn that into information that we can share with others. So in the center here, you'll see that there's this AI notes area, and you can do this to either summarize the transcript and build off of that transcript, or you can create mind maps as well. And below that, you've got a bunch of templates that you can start using. So you've got a brainstorming, a panel discussion template, a general template. Let's click on this See All Templates. And here to the left, you can see all the different templates you can use. For example, let's click on marketing. So here you can see there's a marketing template that you can start using. If we click on sales, there'll be a bunch of sales templates that you can start using. So I would suggest messing around with these templates until you find one that you think is cool. There's going to definitely be something that is going to help you here. So if you're new to this, interacting with content using AI, use these templates. And what I would do with this is turn this into posts for social media or turn this into something that I could use, right? So we all know Gary has a lot of value to offer. So there's probably a bunch of information in there that we can pick apart and turn into content. How would you do that? Over here to the left, you can see there's an AI chat. Now, Notta AI has a great AI agent here built in, this AI chat, that's going to help you just pick this thing apart. So here it says the examples it's giving you, right? It says, please summarize unknown speakers, key points in the record, which is basically Gary. And below that is summarize the first 20 minutes. And then here it says, why did Gary Vee reduce content posting and what impact does he anticipate? How does Gary Vee define productivity beyond financial metrics? So this already I can tell is doing much better than a lot of other tools because it's picking up like that it's Gary without even identifying the speaker really. So let me click on one of these and let's see what it does. All right, cool. So here we go. Based on the transcript, it's going to give us, its output here. So based on the transcript, here are the key points about Gary Vee's content posting strategy: reduced posting approach, anticipated impact, his philosophical stance, a broader content strategy. The key takeaways is that Gary Vee's content strategy is fluid and adaptable, and it's not fixed, right? So it's giving you the key takeaways there. So you can start thinking of ways to take these 4 points and turn them into maybe a static carousel post for Instagram, or start tweeting about this content strategy, right? Right from here, you can just copy this and start using it. You could add it to your notes. You can regenerate it as well. But below, you'll see that the AI chat kind of keeps working with you. And I'm telling you, this one is built really well. Now, if you think that the output here is something that you just can't copy and paste, you could always say, please turn this into an engaging social media post in a human and genuine tone. Let's try that. Let's see what it does. Now, this is a very simple prompt. I mean, you really want to work on your prompts. So the more context you can add and the more details you can add and the more example outputs for any model that you're working with is definitely going to help you. But let's check this out here. Let's see what it gave us. Let's come up here and let's see here what it says. Here's a draft of a social media post in Gary Vee style. Content creation truth bomb. Let's talk about how I kept my content fresh without getting repetitive. Spoiler alert, it's not about reinventing the wheel every single time. It's about hitting different audiences, telling stories from unique angles, and being authentically me. So this is great, right? It's like almost copying his tone a little bit, and it's following the rules we gave it in our prompt. So genuine, relatable, which is why it said, here it said, being authentically me. My philosophy: provide value, stay genuine, and remember, there's always new ears waiting to hear your message. Pro tip: don't overthink it, just show up and be real. This right here, good advice for everybody. Don't overthink it, just show up and be real. What's your content strategy? Drop a comment and let's chat. So it's got the 3 hashtags and it asks you, would you like me to adjust the tone or style? So you can keep working with this and remixing it and be more specific. Tell it it's for Instagram. Tell it it's for Twitter. Tell it it's for a YouTube. Tell it to turn it into a YouTube script. Here's something powerful you can do right away with these transcripts is you can emulate the tones from the transcripts. Like let's say you have 10 transcripts of somebody talking and it's all the same person. You can ask one of these models or this AI chat here to give you a prompt that you can use inside of ChatGPT or something else that emulates that tone, and then you can tweak it and customize it as you want so it sounds maybe a little bit more like you or it's more tailored towards your niche. But here's an example of an output I got from the AI chat. Here it says, I want you to respond as Gary Vee would, embody his direct, no BS communication style, passionate energy, emphasis on accountability, belief in human potential, mix of tough love and genuine compassion, key characteristics to the channel. So it's talking about uh, his channel. So here, use occasional profanity for emphasis, speak with conviction, provide actionable insights, avoid victim mentality, and highlight personality responsibility. Demonstrate deep empathy while pushing people to take action. Some of this you may just want to take, like this center part here, right, to help you write stuff. And you just start building out content and prompts and things to help you send out your newsletter, your emails, or your ad copy on your website, or actually write a full script for another long form. There's a bunch of things you can do. So that, my friends, is just a little taste of what you can do with transcription tools. And a big shout out again to Notta for sponsoring this video. Everyone, in my opinion, needs a go-to transcription tool, and I think Notta might be perfect for you. Remember that the links are down in the description of this video. You also have that 10% off discount code for your first purchase on Notta. If you're interested in learning more about how to use AI to create content, watch the video that's going to show up here on the screen. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.